towards you.
Okay.
And
I'll take it.
well, it involves you, but his answer would probably have been a lot better.
That probably would. Will someone come wipe my tears?
We love you, Jared. In bedtime.
I'll take no offense. In bedtime.
In Bedtime Stories, the episode, there's a scene that Sam and Dean are walking together in conversation, and you look like you forget your line, and Dean has to step in, and Offset there, not Offset, but you can see a female extra walk by, and you kind of follow her, and Dean has to jump in and finish your line or whatever and save you, I thought.
Which one was it? A lot of times he and I will work out that. Do you remember what the scene was? Because I could probably answer it more specifically. It was in Bedtime Stories?
It was in Bedtime Stories.
Were we in the hospital?
No, you're not in the hospital, you're outside. In the park. Yeah, you're talking about what happened at the morgue.
You said I got nothing.
Yeah, you got nothing. You kind of paused, and Dean had to jump in and...
oh, you know what that was? Okay, I know what you mean. We're walking up a hill. We're walking up the hill of the streets. What that was is that was another long shot. The longer the shot, the more you kind of have to rush things. And what it is that we had to finish the shot by the time we came exactly even with the street, because that's where we had our cameraman. Because we had another angle. We had an angle going down the street, and then we had an angle that was sort of following us like this. And so we had to time out that whole walk to try and start it at the bottom of the block and then finish it by the time we exited frame. And so it's just this weird timing issue to where you sort of, either you're going too fast and then you have to really slow down and dramatic pause towards the end of the scene, or you kind of do pauses through the scene and then you sort of rush it at the end. And so I think that was just sort of, we both might have rushed it a bit at the end to make sure we got out.
It kind of looked like you were checking the chick out, which is so out of character. Dean, who's really
man. I think it's actually if I was I've actually tried to make a conscious effort this year for no reason. I haven't been talking to many writers, but there's a line that Fred Lane says to Jensen at the end of last year, which is, "Are you sure what you brought back is 100% Sam?"
Right. Yeah.
And then we haven't. So I've started to sort of bring out the Dean and Sam.
Right, and that's what I was wondering if that's where the storyline is going, because it really
not specifically, but just as an actor, some choices I make to deliver lines would be how I think maybe Jensen would have done it, or just with a checkout here and there. There's also another part in Sin City where you didn't see it too much, but where Martin Papazian, I forget his character's name, but forget about it. That guy, where he comes out, he's like, "My sister Cheryl," and then she walks away, and we both kind of check her out. And that was another thing that I decided, throw Sam's face out there. And
you guys are great.
Thanks so much. I'm Jerry. Taylor was Sarah. Sarah was the girlfriend.
I have two questions.
Okay.
First one is, are you in contact with anyone still from Gilmore Girls?
I'm not in contact with anyone still from Gilmore Girls, but I have, when I see people here and there, like Scott Patterson is up in Vancouver right now shooting Aliens in America. And so I'll see them, and he's great, but I'll see them at Warner Brothers events or CW events, and the latest people I've really seen have been Scott, and I saw Milo like a year and a half ago, but other than that I haven't really been able to keep in charge of everybody. He's kicking ass, huh? He's kicking butt. Yeah, I'm really proud of him. He's a hard worker. He deserves it. So.
Okay, and the second one is, Jensen really didn't answer this one, but what is your favorite memory?
What do you mean my answer is going to be better than Jensen's? I'll take care of it. What's your question?
What's your favorite memory of Jensen when he was drunk?
You know what? It goes back to my favorite memory of Jensen in Bad Day at Black Rock. He'll sometimes get his look on his face where he's 6 years old, and you want to take a beer out of his hand and go, "Son, you're not old." So, I don't know, we have a lot of fun. We don't ever get stupid, but we have a lot of fun and like to laugh. So, just goofing around on each other, you know. Thank you, Taylor. Hi.
Hi, Pam. I'm Jared.
Hi, Jared. Purpose.
Is there an historical person or fictional character that you would like to play?
Yes. I'd love to play Howard Rourke from The Fountainhead.
Yes!
I'd love to do that. When I read that book, I really appreciated the character, and whether you agree with Ayn Rand or not, you know, that's a totally different discussion. But I think he's a very interesting character, and it'd be very, very fun to play. So,
Thank you for being here.
thank you.
I'm actually an actor from New York.
Awesome. Well, nice to meet you.
I so connect with the show, and I'm not really a TV person at all. But,
Right.
I really wish that, you know, the darkness and evil in the world came from the supernatural. You know,
Right.
it doesn't.
Right.
And I so connected with the show because, well, coincidentally, my mom died the same week that the father died on the thing, and I look after my sisters, and there's a lot of dark and terrible stuff. And these conversations that you have about faith and all these things, I just so connected. It has such an impact on me. You just, you know, the writers do it, but you really bring the unbelievable to be believable, which I think is such a skill. So,
Thank you so much. Voiced one of the reasons that Jensen and I are so excited to be a part of this show, and Eric has voiced it before, and it's in this guise of the supernatural. We get to tackle a lot of real life issues dead on, like the vampires. Do you kill them? And sort of tackling racism, or like you're saying, faith. You know, you talk about faith healers, real or not. You sort of talk about beliefs in that. So it's been a good way to get away with talking about real life issues, but not throwing in your face like real life issues, you know.
Dean had this one line where he says, in my time of dying, he says, I would, you know, you always have a choice. You could roll over and die or keep on fighting no matter what. And that stayed with me through so many things.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.